Right, hello everybody. It is Sunday the 20th of March and I'm running a bit of a risk in that it's a little bit earlier than I normally film my reviews, but I'm having to play a bit of catch up. Last night's video went out quite late and I've got a few bits and bobs to do later on tonight, so ironing mainly, Joy. So the kids are not in bed yet. They are with mummy watching TV, but they could come in at any time and cause absolute chaos. So I'll try and be as quick as I can, but I want to try and do two quickly, just so that I've got myself a little bit of a head start to keep myself going. So the first one we're going to do tonight is the final of the 6 that Tobias really kindly sent through. They have been in education, they have been in the main absolutely fantastic, and even the ones that weren't particularly great and the one that was pretty awful was still eye-opening, interesting, good stories, everything like that. It was fantastic stuff. So yes, Tobias, thank you so much for the whiskies that you sent through. Incredible stuff. So the last one of the 6 that he has sent through is from Belgium, and it's called the Belgian Owl. So this is what the bottle looks like. Now this is another kind of, I suppose, called micro distillery. It was set up by a guy called Etienne Bouillon, which I'm sure is a type of soup or something. Anyway, yes, Etienne Bouillon, who founded the distillery in 2004 with 2 other guys, Christian Poli and Pierre, I've got it written down here, Pierre Robert. And he actually already owned a fruit liqueur distillery business, and essentially him and the 2 guys wanted to expand a little bit and break into experimenting with whiskey distillation. So this particular one, this is the only one they do. They only started distilling in October 2004, so it's still a relatively new company. The whiskey that they produce is only aged for 3 years. They do it in batches, and it tends to be about 4 or 5 batches every year that they do in small quantities, aging casks. They are aged in sherry casks, as far as I'm aware, although it was quite hard to find out specifics on the casks that they used. Now, weirdly, the actual stills that they're using to distill the spirits have been taken from the old Cappadonic distillery that closed down in 2002, and they've basically acquired them, shipped them over to Belgium to their distillery, and they're using that. So I'm sure I've had a Cappadonic before, many years ago. It was a really old one. I seem to remember it was actually fantastic. If anybody has got any Cappadonic out there, obviously it would be interesting to see whether this is anywhere close, whether the actual still has any influence. In terms of the ingredients, the barley that they use is very locally sourced. The distillery itself, which is here, is near the city of Liège. Liège, yes, because it's Standard Liège is the football team. So near the city of Liège, not too far away from Maastricht, just over the border. So we're looking at eastern Belgium. But yes, it's all locally sourced. It is organic. It's quite quirky. They chose the distillery originally was called just Pure, but they then went for Owl because owl means wisdom, and it's basically, it's kind of trying to give this indication of what they're going for. So really interested to see what this is like, because how many Belgian whiskies are you ever going to come across in your life? Not many. Very light colour though, very light colour. I'm willing to bet that the cask that they are using, even if it is sherry, it's been used a few times before they've got hold of it, because there's very little colour. Now it is 3 years as well, so it's not going to pick up a huge amount. It's bottled at 46%. There's a little bit of alcoholic burn on the nose, but not massively so. But there is quite a fruitiness to it, and it's slightly grassy. Now, it's not quite as intensely grassy as that Threeland was, but it's got that floral element of kind of hay and honeysuckle and jasmine. It is very floral. It's very nice indeed. It's quite delicate, but quite distinctive. That's nice. bit sharper than I was expecting it to be. Not a lot of alcoholic burn at all, even though it's 46%. Again, delicate. The jasmine comes through, the honeysuckle's there. There's a nice touch of vanilla. There's a bit of maltiness, but it's not a fudgy maltiness. It's just a really nice, soft, very gentle sweetness to it. This is very, very delicate. This is quite summery. I would almost say, if it's a summer's day and you maybe put this in the fridge and poured it from the fridge, it's really gentle. It's really delicate. There's a lovely sweetness to it, but it's a really floral sweetness. It's not sugary. It's not caramel or fudge or kind of rich sweetness that you get from, say, quite a few Speysides or anything like that. And it's not a dark fruitiness either. It's a really gentle kind of gooseberry and honeysuckle and jasmine and summer evenings and sunsets in fields with kids playing in the distance. It's really, really evocative, really nice whiskey. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's wonderful stuff. It's not a, whoa, this is a man's whiskey. This is a really, really good, gentle, easy drinking summer whiskey. I wouldn't put ice with it because I think ice would really kill it. It's very, very delicate indeed. Anything to just break your direct contact with the whiskey is just going to spoil it. So I wouldn't put ice with it. What I would say is I'd put the bottle in the fridge and then pour from the fridge into a glass. This is excellent. This is really, really nice. As far as I'm aware, it's only for sale in literally Belgium, Germany, possibly Luxembourg, Holland, that sort of Central European area. Is it Central European or is it more Western? No, it's more Western European, isn't it? And it's about €50 a bottle. It's very, very well balanced for a 3-year-old as well. Actually, I think they actually say it's 39 months. But for a 3-year-old, for something so young, bags of flavour on that. That is fantastic stuff. That is wonderful. Really, really impressed with that. That's fantastic. There are going to be some people that don't like that because they think it's too wishy-washy. They want full-on peat, or they want full-on sherry, or they want full-on this, or full-on... It's not a full-on whiskey at all. And it's all so much the better for it. It's excellent stuff. I would pick that up in a heartbeat. It's fantastic. Tobias, you were right, because that was one he suggested to do last. And that is a brilliant one to finish off. That is a fantastic selection of whiskies that you sent through. I really, really do appreciate the donations. It's given me a week to fill and enjoy some whiskies, and it's certainly given me a couple that I want to look out for if I'm ever on my travels, whenever that happens. But yes, if you can find Belgian Owl, I highly recommend it. It is very, very distinctive. It's unlike pretty much anything you've ever had, but it is well worth seeking out. It's fantastic stuff. Okay, right, I'm going to do a quick rinse out, then we're off to another one which is going to be quite interesting, and then so far the kids haven't come in yet, so maybe they haven't noticed what I'm doing. Right, fingers crossed on the next one. I'll see you then. Cheers.